So this is a short workout. We're going to work on just the basic stuff. These are exercises that you can do every day if you want, or every couple of days. They're going to get your core strong, and so let's go. Alright, so come to your hands and knees on your mat if possible, and make sure that your wrists are directly under your shoulders and that your knees are directly under your hips. Be careful that your knees aren't too far forward or too far back. Same thing with those wrists, so you want to be stacked up like a little table. And then bring your tummy up without pushing your back up to the ceiling, so keep your back flat. Stretch your right leg out behind you fully, don't lift it. Stretch your left arm out, don't overreach. And then when you're ready, inhale and lift the arm and leg up and try to balance. Pull your stomach in. And then exhale, come back down and in. Maybe take a look, make sure that your knees are lined up and your hands. Stretch left leg, right arm. Don't rock over to the right. Stretch up. Pull the stomach in, push nice and strongly into that left hand, and come back to the center. And again, we go right leg, left arm, reach, lengthen, keep your back as stable as you can, and come back. And again, we go left, right, always opposite, so be careful. Sometimes you end up doing the same arm and leg, and that's hard for your balance. And again, let's do one more set here. Reach, right leg, left arm, stretch, keep that stomach working. And center, and then with the last one here, left leg, right arm, lengthen, gaze slightly forward and down, and come back. And what we can do now is sit back on the heels. So you're going to sit back and stretch your arms out in front of you and just let your neck relax. And just take a little stretch for your lower back. But for some of you, you might only be able to get here. Eventually you should be able to sit near or on your heels and get a nice stretch through your lats, these muscles here, and through the lower back. Okay. Roll up to seated, and we're going to turn around. So now you're going to lie down on your back. We're going to take our time to get there. So take your hands behind your thighs. So you're going to hold on, and then we're going to pull the stomach in very gently, slowly. Take your time. Try not to accelerate. Try to slow down and land on your mat. Let your head relax onto your mat, and take a second here to just find your back. So your knees are bent and your feet are on the floor. You don't want to have your feet too far away from you. So your hips are nice and quiet. You're going to pull the stomach in and leave the arms down by your sides. And we're going to start with a tiny movement called the pelvic tilts, and then we're going to build up into bridging. So the pelvic tilts, I'm going to take my arm out of the way so you can see. You're going to tilt your pelvis towards you, which will close the space between your back and the mat. And then you're going to tilt your pelvis away from you, which will open the space under your back. So you'll breathe in to get ready. And as you exhale, you roll the pelvis towards you slowly and gently, pulling your stomach in. And then go the opposite way. Inhale. There should be a space under your back now. Exhale, close the space. Inhale. Exhale. Now as you're doing this, be careful that the movement doesn't translate up into your neck. Try and keep your head steady on the mat. And when you're pressing your back into the mat, be careful that you're not jamming your stomach and your back into the mat like this and lifting everything off. It's a very rolly, gentle kind of feeling. Okay, we're going to do two more. Inhale and exhale, and last time. And we're exhaling, we're pressing our back into the mat. So now it feels like there's no space between my back and the mat. My pelvis is tilted towards me. I'm pressing into my feet, and now I'm going to lift my hips up. You may need to readjust your feet here, feel free. Okay, mine need to come a bit closer. You lift your hips up, you're going to hold it here for a second. Pull the stomach in. Exhale, roll back down. Try and go through each vertebra at a time. So you're still rolling your pelvis towards you until you land. And then relax at the bottom, breathe in. Exhale, tilt your pelvis towards you first, then roll your hips up off the mat. Press your hip bones towards the ceiling. Be careful of overarching, so keep the ribs down. They should be at the same level as your hips. And roll back down. Try and melt your spine into the mat. We're just going to do two more of these. Inhale, relax. Exhale, tilt the pelvis first. And then lift, hold it here, squeeze that bum, breathe in, exhale, roll down. Okay, last time, inhale, exhale, roll up, hold here. Okay, so we're up now. I need you to adjust my feet again, you may need to. We're going to do the marching. So without moving your pelvis, try and keep it steady and even. I want you to lift your left leg into a tabletop position, and then lower the foot to the floor. Try and put it back where it started. And then lift the right leg. And lower it, and lift the left leg, and lower, and breathe, and lower. So what you don't want to do is, as you lift your left foot, let your right hip drop. So try and keep it up and lower, and of course vice versa. So as you lift your right leg, don't lift your left hip drop. Keep it up and lower. We're going to do one more on each side. Left and lower, and right and lower. Breathe in, keep your hips up, roll down. Okay, so now we're going to move on to some more ab work. We're going to begin here with the arms down by our sides. You're going to take a breath in. As you exhale, I want you to slide your arms along the mat, lift your head and shoulders up. Now you can grab your thighs and you can curl forwards a little bit more. So you want to try and have your tips of your shoulder blades, they're the only part resting on your mat. Pull your stomach in deeply, as if you're trying to pin your back onto the floor with your stomach. Now reach your arms forward here, and as you breathe in, I want you to keep looking at your stomach. So inhale, lift your arms, but look at your stomach. Exhale, reach forwards. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, reach forwards. Just two more. Inhale up. Exhale, reach. Last time, inhale, lift the arms. And exhale. We're going to put the head down for a second. Okay. So now we're going to add on. So take your hands behind your head. Okay. We're going to gently grasp the back of the neck. You're going to breathe in again to get ready. And as you exhale, think of pulling your stomach in first. And then lifting your head and shoulders up. Inhale to go back. Exhale, pull the tummy in, lift your head and shoulders up. And inhale back. And exhale forwards. And inhale back. And exhale up. And we're going to do one more. Inhale back. Exhale up. Reach the arms forwards. Lift the arms up. Lower the arms. Lower the head and chest. Okay, now we're going to lift the legs into a tabletop position, make the stomach work a bit harder. So breathe in, and as you exhale, lift your right leg into that tabletop position. Breathe in again, press your arms into the mat, and use your stomach now to lift your left leg up into the air. So be careful when you do that you don't let your back come off the mat. So concentrate on keeping your stomach firm enough that I could come and stand on it, and then lift that leg up. Now take your hands behind your thighs, curl your head and shoulders forwards. Okay, we're going to do the 100. If your neck gets tired during this exercise, you just put your head back down, and when you're ready, lift it back up again. But try to curve your head forwards as if you wanted to put it onto your lower stomach. Stretch your arms forward and then start to pump your arms. Breathe in, and then breathe out. In, and out. Breathe in, and out. We're going to do 2 sets more, and out. Last time, and breathe out. Now grab your thighs and rock up to seated if you can. Okay, so now you're going to keep your knees bent, not too close. Flex your feet if you like, so your heels are pushing into the floor. You're going to stretch your arms forward. We're going to do 2 versions of this exercise. So keep your back super tall and pull your stomach in and up. Imagine, if you like, that there's a vacuum cleaner above your head and it's lifting all of your internal organs, your guts up into it. Be careful as you do that you don't do this. That's just shortening the back of your neck. So let the back of your neck lengthen as well. So lift your tummy up, lift your internals. And then from here, keep your back flat, flat, and incline back with a flat back. Your tummy should be working. Exhale forwards. Inhale back, flat back. Exhale forwards. 2 more, inhale. And exhale. Last one like this. And exhale. Now we're going to make it more abdominal. So drop your head and round your back. Scoop your tummy in and up. You can keep your legs like this. Inhale, roll back a little further this time. Think about rolling your hips underneath you as if you're just turning a wheel. Now scoop your tummy in and up and exhale forwards. Inhale, scoop the tummy in and up to go backwards. Exhale, keep pulling the stomach in to come forwards. At no point do you let it out. Inhale back. Exhale. Last time, inhale back. And exhale forwards. Okay, we're nearly at the end. We're going to turn over now and lie in the stomach for a moment and do some work on the muscles of your back. So these exercises are going to work your back muscles, your bum and your thighs, the back of your thighs. So turn over, lie on your back with your 2 hands under your head, and be careful that it's not your forearms, so the elbows should be nice and wide here. Take a second to stretch your legs individually so they feel nice and long and they're not cramped up underneath you. And then bring your shoulders up by your ears. That's wrong, so pull them back down.
Now that we know the difference, pull your stomach in. So think about pulling your belly button up towards the ceiling here. Okay, so we're going to inhale and we're going to lift everything off the mat. Legs, arms, chest, everything.
Exhale back down.
Inhale to lift.
Exhale to lower.
So try not to bend your knees. Inhale, reach long.
Exhale.
Try not to lift your head independently. So not
This. Keep your head long and your gaze down. Exhale.
3 more. Lift. Lower. 2 more. Up.
Down.
And last one.
And come down.
Bring your hands back by your chest.
You can sit back on your heels, round your back, just like we started. Okay, and we're going to do one last thing here. So stretch back out on your stomach. This time have your hands under your shoulders with your elbows up like chicken wings. Keep your legs open if you prefer. In particular, keep them open if you have pain with your lower back. But you can have them together as well.
Okay, so imagine that from this part of your back here to the back of your head,
We've placed a piece of wood or a tray, something like that.
so you're going to try and lift everything as one unit. So you're going to pull the stomach in, and then we're going to inhale, lift.
Exhale, lower.
I'm just going to do 2 more. Inhale, come up.
Exhale, back down.
Last time, inhale up.
Exhale, lower. You may want to sit back on your heels again and just stretch out your lower back. Okay? Roll up. And we're going to finish with a big one. So we're going to do a forearm plank. The setup for this is the most important part. You want to make sure that the elbows are directly under the shoulders and that your toes are tucked properly underneath you. So if you come down onto your stomach one last time and get your elbows directly under your shoulders, be careful that you're not in front and you're not behind. So the arms can be straight out in front of you, or you can make fists. Your legs are slightly open, and I want you to tuck your toes very strongly underneath you. So don't kind of tuck your toes, really tuck them. Now if you lift your thighs and let them relax a couple of times, once they're up, you're halfway into the move. So now what we're going to do is we're going to lift our hips by pushing into the ground with our forearms, and as we push into the ground with the forearms and lift the hips, we're going to look at the mat. So it's going to be one simultaneous movement. Ready? Use those arms. Get ready. Lift. Now hold it. You may need to adjust your feet, but you should feel strong here. Press into the mat with your upper arms. Breathe in. Exhale. Breathe in. Exhale. One more big breath. And exhale. Lower the knees. Relax the feet. And sit back on your heels. Those few exercises are going to tone up and strengthen your core, your tummy, your back, your thighs, your bum, and your arms and shoulders. Do them often, and enjoy. See you soon.